What is happening, everyone? I am Gareth the Master 974 here today, and you might be wondering, why the hell is this not live stream today? You're just recording it, right? Well, for one thing, I just saw on my laptop that there was limited to no internet access, which meant I probably wouldn't have been able to stream, but of course now it's fixed itself. And two, the day of this recording is actually my birthday, so following on from today, Destiny 2 launches tomorrow, so I'm thinking I'll reserve the stream for Destiny 2 tomorrow instead of doing it today. You know, just to go against everything that I've done and having a live stream playthrough of Destiny. The Taken King part is not going to be a live stream, sad to say. So you have to deal with my ramblings and nonsense talk over the gameplay today, with no interaction with the chat and stuff, which kind of sucks, but you know, I'm doing the recording and such in case anything happens and I have to go suddenly, so on a live stream it'll take some time to round things off. With a recording I can just pretty much get it done and dusted instantly, so that's pretty much all to mention about why I'm not streaming this right now. Mainly because Destiny 2 launches tomorrow and I want to reserve the stream for then and not right now. Even though I'm doing more talking than I would if I was just playing it on a stream. So that's that basically. It's a bit of an awkward bullshit reasoning why I'm not streaming this, but you know, at least I get to monitor the audio levels and all that a bit better. Okay, so where we got up to last time, we got to level 29. I took the Etheric lights out to show you what happens when you can upgrade Legendary from year 1. So pretty much to look at everything, I've done everything on the Earth now. I've done everything on the Moon now. Of course there's the raid that most people will point out, but I said I'm not doing that stuff. There's the Prison of Elders and the harder Challenge of Elders and stuff. I'm not doing that. Not doing the Vaulted Glass, and everything on Mars is done as well. So pretty much all I'm going to be doing right now is starting off the Taken King by playing the Coming Raw story mission. It's level 25, we should be more than able to cope with it. I'm going to actually try to use the Galahorn as well, just because I got that from doing Prison of Elders from the end of last part. If you remember that, I can't even speak today. Oh, I've got to readjust myself.
The moment the traveler died, as everything
Well, that sucks.
around us. Before that day, there had never been a ghost. There had never
Milky
been
Way?
a guardian. I don't know much about the traveler, but I know it made me to bring you back.
Okay.
A really, really long time searching for you.
Did you know?
The Cosmodrome? Not the first place I looked. As I saw the other ghosts find their guardians, and the centuries went by, I wondered if I'd ever find you. And then, I did.
Saturn.
I remember everything about the day I was born.
It's the Queen, isn't it?
I still bear the scars. The Awoken are my family now,
Oh, it's that guy.
and I am their queen.
Oh, it's a nice cinematic intro, that's for sure. Just Hive tomb ships getting blown to pieces. Right, cutscenes. They're trying to blow up that dreadnought, but of course it's not going to do anything.
We fought to keep our beautiful creations safe. And now
As there's random thumps and that, because that's next door, causing problems. Another reason why I didn't want to stream, because there's all these background interruptions and such.
Bows to no one.
Dig deep and utilise your powers. So that's the power of the Awoken, at least. They can do stuff like that. Unless that's just the Queen and the Queen's Guards and that being able to do that sort of thing, you know. Right, it's able to blow one of those kind of ships up, but what would it do against the Dreadnoughts? As I said, absolutely nothing.
You and I know how this ends. We've known since you escaped from that pit.
I think that's referring to quote as ends the raid. Oh dear.
The Awoken have played their part. This was all part of the plan.
Damn it, Oryx. You gotta be a pain in the ass.
Guide them, my hidden friend. It is all up to you now.
It's probably referring to like Eris Morn or someone like that. So that's pretty much what happens. That's the introduction to the Taken King, at least. How the whole backstory behind that is you defeat Crota in the Crota's End raid, then the Shrine of Oryx, and that mission sort of stops communication with the Dreadnought that we saw there. That just like completely blew everything up. So that pretty much ties into this when it says like the darkness has answered. So they're that's Oryx, Crota's father, if you will, and now he's back for revenge to kill us for, you know, killing Crota and all that, which we haven't done in the playthrough, admittedly. You're supposed to do Crota's End and everything that I've not done before this point. So let's just assume that we've done Vault of Glass and we've done Crota's End, basically, going into this. So I think what I'll do in terms of this playthrough and that is I'll probably just get away with playing the story today. I know I said that I'll try and cover everything, do all the story, do all the strikes, but the Taken King is actually a pretty lengthy expansion. At least compared to the House of Wolves and the Dark Below. So there's a surprising amount of content that needs to be covered, even just doing the story. So I could do a usual length stream of like a couple hours or something, just to get through the story of the Taken King without doing any of the additional April update stuff or the strikes that comes with the expansion and all that.
Guardian, I've asked Eris Morn to monitor the channel.
I hear whispers in the dark.
Whispers in the darkness. What is this?
What the hell was that?
Fingertips on the surface of my mind.
Hey, it's a legionary.
Thank you for your input, Eris.
Are you gonna get out, mate? Man, no, he's dead. He got completely fucked up by the elevator. Damn. He got really pwned by that elevator. Centurion. He's gone. Okay.
Whispers are louder. I will endure.
Will endure. Centurion. I'm pretty sure there's like a dead ghost here or something on that taken pool or whatever.
They speak a word. A name. He is here.
Right, mate.
Give your will to me.
How about no? Whoa, Psyrock, the word of Oryx. Just gotta take this guy out. Yeah, you can't kill me, I got him. Dumbass game would try some bullshit to kill me there, but we did it. And I'm almost level 30 as well.
His face. It was his hand that transformed the Cabal.
This mission is scrubbed. Guardian, get to your ship and get out of there.
Okay, so that's the Cabal getting, well, taken. Damn, those taken phalanxes are like bitches as well. Like such a pain in the ass. Lucky to know that a couple shots to the face is enough to kill them. So that's something good at least. That's only because I'm using like legendaries and that, which from like the previous expansion, so they should be good in this.
This matches an image I collected from the world's grave. A dreadnought. They don't exist in our system. I'll mark it for transmit to the Vanguard. Hope we get a signal.
That's a dreadnought. So that's something else about this expansion as well, is how there's a lot more scannable parts to the environment that we're in, and Ghost usually gives a little bit of intel, shall we say, gives intel about what actually is going on. So you see the dreadnought, we can scan it, and then it'll say, you know, oh, that's the dreadnought and stuff. I don't know, I thought I just saw like a ship fly through the building over there that I was looking at. And again, this all being like good 1080p quality as well, so you should be able to see that without, I don't know, artifacting or anything. So it should be okay. Kill you. I'm actually not too far away from leveling up and that, so, you know, would be thinking about trying to kill enemies to level up and that. But I'm thinking of harder interpretations of this level where you have to sort of get to the end on a timer and that. So there's that as well you have to worry about. There we go, level 30. Happy days. Thanks for the upwards propulsion phalanx. I'm just gonna, you know, totally get past your ass. You know, you don't stand a chance. There's our future occult ship. Happy days. Thank you for propelling me to my ship. Happy day. There we go. There's another ship. It looks if it was gonna go for the building again. I don't know. Okay, so there we go.
We made it to our ship. We're heading home.
So that was Phobos, one of Mars's moons. The Cabal have built a base there, and they have sort of been pwned by the Taken. So there we go, there's that. So that's the first mission, done and dusted. And I believe there is another cutscene right around now that we get to look through. Damn, Taken everywhere. And it's Oryx. like a shadow version, or a taken version of him. It's what the scions can do. They can just sort of split and duplicate. Oh, he's just gone. Ah, that's because he's here.
Their leaders belong to you. The rest await extermination. No. Gather them. I will take them all.
I wonder if that knight was the war priest. I don't know. I was thinking maybe that would be the war priest, but it was not. Or maybe not, I don't know.
It's not like the Queen to attack a superior force.
How could she have known? How could anyone? We need a warlock inside the dreadnought.
Here we go.
Our first priority must be to protect the city. Our Guardian got a good look on Phobos. Whatever it was, it turned Cabal against Cabal, wiped out their base in minutes. How long would we last?
Until we understand what we're dealing with.
They are taken.
It's my PS4 makes the sound.
Get your rock off my map.
Get your rock off my map.
Fell. It speaks now, because Oryx has arrived, come to fulfill the final covenant of his son.
But why fight the Cabal?
Not fighting,
Taking.
taking, controlling their will.
So we focus on his army. Kill these Taken until he's all that's left.
Whatever you kill, Oryx will replace.
The dreadnought, then. How do we get past that weapon?
Without ending up like the Awoken.
I gotta go, see about a ship.
Cade, our discussion is not yet concluded.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm leaving.
Cade. It's pretty much the reason why this expansion is so funny, I guess. Just his character and the voice acting, the portrayal and all that is awesome. It's just like, yeah, the discussion's not finished. Yeah, that's why I'm getting out of here, you know. Alright, so that's awesome. So I've got one upgrade to the Defender. I finally get the Suppressor Grenade. Get in there with the final sort of tier upgrades and such. So again, there's going to be a bit of this stuff as well. Dismantling stuff that you don't need because you don't need it. It's low level and all that. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about that. Oh, we got to go back to the tower and speak to some people. Okay, fair enough. I can drop those etheric lights off and such. So, apparently you can go to the Vestian outpost as well. So I don't know what necessarily is going to be there, unless it's going to be like the April update stuff, which basically puts you on the Moloch quest line. So it starts off on the Dreadnought and then ends off on the moon, where there's a strike, which finishes off in the Shrine of Oryx area. But we're not going to be covering that, sad to say, just because the amount of time it would take to cover everything. It's time that I could spend doing other stuff on my birthday. So, you know, I just only focus on the story missions. And then you might be thinking, well, what about Rise of Iron? Because you haven't even mentioned anything about that yet. It's nearly 20 minutes into this video. You've not even mentioned Rise of Iron yet. And the thing with that is, I've actually already done Rise of Iron on YouTube. On the Stream Archives channel that this video should be on. Don't know if I'm uploading it on my main channel or not, but the Stream Archives channel has day one Rise of Iron coverage, and I do think I'll go through everything, all of the story and all that stuff, play the strikes and that as well. So that's all on that channel. If you want to, you know, look into that stuff for yourself, then you can do. So that's on the archives.
What's up?
Well, that's on the Stream Archives channel.
Looking for? Look, only way to stop the Taken is to get you on the Dreadnought. We need a stealth drive. I've got one hidden in the...
Cade, what are you whispering?
Nothing? Nothing. I'll contact you in the Cosmotron. You bring back some stories, Guardian.
Okay, whatever you say, Cade.
Report. Never doubted you. A mercenary company, the Sunbreakers, have been spotted on Venus. I need you to speak on my behalf.
Oh, okay, so they get the new kind of mission, the Sunbreakers Challenge, so might be worth giving that a shot. Again, keep in mind that it said at the very beginning of the playthrough that we're supposed to get to level 25 before we can use the Sunbreaker subclass. It makes sense that you should be around level 25 to be covering the Taken King, so it makes a bit of sense that, you know, we should be getting the subclass right around now. So that's the third subclass. If anyone's ever noticed when I've looked into my subclasses and stuff, how there's only ever 2, when it said at the beginning there was 3, well, doing this mission gets you that third subclass, although I'll be a bit further back in terms of progression. And I think the trophy for fully upgrading a subclass is a year 1 subclass and not a year 2 subclass, so to say. That's a bit better, so I can take that. So okay, that's the Sunbreaker stuff. We've got Cade's drug stash. That's what we gotta do. But let's just take a quick detour to Venus. Head to Venus in search of the Sunbreakers, a mercenary clan of Titans. Oh yeah, that's for me, alright. That is. That's awesome. I've also been doing a couple other things recently. Last night, on the 4th of September, I actually went through a mod I downloaded called Portal Still Alive. The game itself is on the Xbox Live Arcade, and it's exclusive to that. But I was playing it on PC because of a mod that was released to make that a possibility, to make it so you can get that that game on PC. Let's just watch this first.
What does it mean to be a Titan? As a Titan, you are a part of the city in a way no warlock or hunter could understand. The dream of the city rests upon our shoulders. Then there are those that find a path outside our walls. Those that take up with leaders they barely understand. So it has ever been with the Sunbreakers. The Hammer of Soul is a flame in the darkness, but fire burns without thought. It is time that fire came home, to keep the city and her walls warm throughout the long night.
Okay, so there's a bit of a context there, I guess you can say. So talking about the Portal Still Alive thing, I played that yesterday on the 4th of September. I'll probably be uploading that video today on the 5th of September, which is my birthday. And then tomorrow on the 6th is the launch of Destiny 2. So you'll be, you know, well, let's just say I'll be covering the hell out of that. So, you know, that's something at least. Looks as if we're going into the Ancient branch. Which, this is how the Nexus strike would have begun, by the way. You'd have started here and then you would run through into this area. So, this is pretty much how the Nexus would have begun.
I'm detecting what looks like a Sunbreaker's beacon, but it's interlaced with Vex feedback.
And then, as I did in my playthrough earlier on Venus, there's the golden chest right around there, so you would have to start the Nexus and go into that area. Is that the beacon? Oh, not more of this stuff. Ghost. Look into that. Oh, yeah.
Protect the forge once they're in. You remember.
Oh dear.
Cyrus. Find out where they've gone, Guardian. My report said they were heading for a Vex gate.
It's bound to be up here. Explore the lab and dig. Okay. Anyway, it's been ages since I've actually played this. So, it's nice that it takes you to like an area like this. Even though it said it was the endless steps, it's actually more so like the Nexus strike area and that. So, it's this is like the recoverage of the Nexus, if you will. Just because this is stuff that you would not have seen. So you would have just ran through this area and then you would end up going to where I'm going now. But I don't know how far into the Nexus area we'll be able to go through. And again, they could have threw something in out of nowhere. So hopefully that's not if that's not the case, we can actually end up through here. Dig site 4. So pretty much when you do the Nexus strike, you'll end up going down there, then in through that area, and then that'll take you to where I spawned when I did the Nexus strike. Oh, more of these kind of Vex. Alright, Vex, time to die. Oh, I've got a Galahorn as well, that's awesome. Increased reload speed too. It's all thanks to Force Barrier, that is. And the perk that I have for it. So we gotta go down. Sorry Vex, I gotta kill you. You are evil, hating machines that need to be, well, exterminated. Oh, more Galahorn ammo. Oh, I can get 2 Galahorns in one magazine. That's pretty good. I don't know if it was supposed to be any higher or any lower back in the day. But I think it was Truth actually. It was supposed to have like 3 rockets or something along those lines. So this is the dig site area. Again, the Nexus strike. I think we will be heading somewhat to... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The Ultra Hydra. That's something new. Ah, well, it seems if the path into the Nexus has actually been blocked off. So that's that sucks a little bit. If I had the 3 of coins active, I probably would have got that guy. See if he would have dropped an exotic or not. But he hasn't, so I wonder if I die I could get a second chance. But no, of course not.
The gate's offline. If I can map that conflux, I might be able to figure out where it leads.
Ah, you kidding? Well, in the Nexus strike, you'd go down that way, and that's pretty much where I spawned when I did that strike. So, that's that, basically.
Zavala, the Sunbreakers opened this gate to Mercury. I have the coordinates.
Then plot a course. Find their forge, Guardian. If the city hopes to weather the oncoming darkness, we will need the flame it holds.
Oh, okay, so it's not even going to open the gate. Unless this was the gate. Well, I don't know. Oh, 8 person. In Trials of Osiris gear as well. Damn, poor person. Oh, like, more poor... Damn it. How many Guardians fell trying to get here, man? That's not bad. I never noticed that. 4 dead Trials of Osiris based Guardians that fell. That's not nice at all. I don't want to be seeing stuff like that. So yeah, that's all. All that ever was just me talking about the Nexus, wasn't it? Because that's the area that you go to. That's what you do. When I did the Nexus strike, you just spawn on the other side of that that sort of barricade, and that's where you go and fight the Nexus mines. But one good thing about this sort of mission is that it actually just auto takes you to the next mission.
In the early days of the collapse, as far as we know, the Warlock Osiris is the only Guardian to spend any time among the spires. And We haven't heard from him in years.
Osiris brokered a contract between the Sunbreakers and the city. Its terms were unacceptable to me. Now the Sunbreakers hate the Vanguard. They hate me.
Well, that's not good. And we're on Mercury for the first time, believe it or not. Yeah, Mercury. You never ever go there. You know, the only times you ever go to Mercury is if there's a Crucible map.
I do not know of you, Guardian. But if you found us, you are worthy of our time. I am Uras, 3rd Imperial Magistrate of the Sunbreakers. You have come to test your light in the Forge. Here you must prove you are one with the light. Use your ghost to ignite the Forge.
Yes, ma'am. Guardian, Uros is a legend. If even half the stories are true, she's one of the most powerful titans alive today.
Wow. Okay, whatever you say. So this is actually a Crucible map. When I said you only ever go to Mercury if you're doing like the Crucible and stuff, well, this is the map you'd go to. I think there's a Sparrow Racing map that takes you to Mercury. And when they was talking about Osiris, there's a place called the Lighthouse you can go to, and the Lighthouse is where you do Trials of Osiris and end up getting a flawless victory, I think it is. So you basically have to win a bunch of games in a row without losing, I think, and then you gain access to the Lighthouse, and it pretty much only contains a chest, and you can get like some, as far as I know, you can get some pretty good stuff. But I've never ever played Trials of Osiris just because I think it's crap, to be fair. You know, it's elimination, to put it simply. And if you remember my Destiny 2 coverage, I despised the elimination game mode that game had. You know, so I'd hate to play elimination or any sort of Crucible in Destiny 2, to be fair. So
Shadows of the light that gave birth to the ancients. Use the Forge.
oh wow. Let's reclaim the fire, as it kind of glitches up as well.
Fire born of man. Fire of the light. Ask yourself, what power do you seek from the Forge, Guardian? Can you bring light to where only darkness survives?
Fire! Dun 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 dun. Alright, sorry, that's the wrong thing. That's a bad interpretation of that song. We got the Sunbreaker subclass. And we got Boundless Light, which for the first time ever means we have a massive amount of time to utilise our abilities. Yes. It's pretty damn awesome. We can completely pwn any kind of enemy we want to now. Because, of course, Boundless Light means we have pretty much consistent access to our supers and stuff. Which is awesome. We can completely pwn enemies. It's quite nice, actually. Do you mind, Hobgoblin? That's it. You're gonna die for that, stupid ass Hobgoblin. I'm gonna kill you, pricks. Although you can kind of get killed to this if you're not careful. That's what I will say. Is that just because you have like real fast super recharge, it still means you can get like really fucked up. So I like how it's just pretty much your super that gets charged up more, and not like your grenades and melee ability in that. So I was wondering if they would pit you against like precursors or anything, or like the Ascendant Vex or whatever. But of course they'll be higher level enemies, so they'll be more tricky to take out. So I don't think the game would be that bad to try and pitch you up against something like that. But it's still pretty awesome that there's access to all these supers and that. It's pretty damn good, I would say. And we did it without dying. Awesome.
The Sunbreaker does not answer to any but the will of the light. Welcome. Wield no power but the fury of fire.
There we go, we did it. Of course, going outside this barrier is a kill field in the Crucible, so of course I have to put some sort of force field there to make it so you can't get out of that area, so to say. But yeah, our first and probably only time going to Mercury in this entire playthrough, because for whatever reason you just don't ever go there. But at least now we have the Sunbreakers, which should make things a bit easier in the game that we've got to come. We've still got quite a bit to do. I'm half an hour in, well 36 minutes in, and I've still got a hell of a lot left to cover, so we've got a long way to go for me to get through all of the Taken King story and such. But oh yeah, to do the Sunbreakers challenge we've got to go back to the tower. So what we can do before we actually get to that point is we can actually do the Cade's stash mission. Just because now we can actually go ahead and do that. Which is right here. This mission that was not previously available to us. Cade's drug stash. Where's my stash? Where's all my stuff? Well, I can't make Freeman's Mind references to save my life, but that's pretty good. Freeman's Mind's awesome.
Does have a father. His name is Oryx, and he's come all this way to kill you. We're not gonna let him.
Yep.
Oryx controls the Taken from a dreadnought near Saturn, but we can't get close without a stealth drive. Lucky for us, I hid one at the top of an old colony ship before I got roped into the Vanguard.
Oh, just so happens that Cade had a stealth drive.
Hope it's there. You won't survive the dreadnought without it.
Yeah, it just so happens that Cade had a stealth drive. That's probably what I dislike about this whole Destiny thing. It's just like it's so coincidental that, you know, Cade just so happens to have a stealth drive which we need to get past the dreadnought, you know. Like, seriously?
No problem down here.
Let me guess. 4 arms, wear cloaks, smell real bad.
Not fallen. Taken.
Well, more like Taken Fallen. That's pretty much what it is. You could spend your time killing them to try and get extra XP and stuff, but would you really want to? When you can just run past everything and not have to give a damn about anything? So, as we all know, this is the Sepix Prime strike area.
Taken everywhere. Fighting the fallen.
Earth's gonna look a lot like
Well,
Phobos if
the
you don't
Devil's
find that
Lair.
stealth drive.
We're here again. The Sepix Prime strike area. Of course, we all remember what happened with Sepix Prime, right? He is DED dead. That's what happened to him. So he got nothing to worry about. He's not gonna come back anytime soon. So it should all be well and good. Nothing to worry about. You know. As I said, he's, well, DED dead. He should be royally fucked up. No chance of coming back from this. 0% chance of fighting Sepix Prime ever again. I was almost going to spill the beans, but
Remember
no.
when Sepix Prime was our biggest problem?
It's like he's still partially alive. Even though we kind of blew him to pieces in the strike. Apparently he's still alive in a,
You're gonna find a vault.
well, sort of powered down sense.
So let me know when you're there.
Well, here's a vault door. It's already open.
Open, Cade. We're inside.
And the flux grenades didn't detonate? I gotta get out of this tower.
The flux grenades. I wonder where the flux grenades actually would be. I don't know. But yeah, this is a This is a new area, the Devil's Spire, which we had no prior access to. I'm fairly sure there's something like a dead ghost up in like the ceiling or something. That's why I'm jumping up and around there. So if you really care about that sort of stuff, then yeah, there's a dead ghost around. We've got Taken Falls and the different. So basically, all the Taken enemies have some form of a difference to them compared to their sort of non-Taken selves and that. And pretty much the one thing to the Falls is that they can just like teleport around and all that. I don't know. I've probably already gotten that ghost. It's not like it matters, to be honest.
What are the chances the elevator still works?
100% chance, because the Fallen have never used this.
We're heading up. Cade, when's the last time you rode this elevator?
Relax. It works fine. But stand by for a resurrection, Ghost.
Oh god, that's reassuring, isn't it? Stand by for a resurrection. Okay. It's just like this massive rocket here that we are ascending on, like the support and all that.
From this height, I can pick up taken energy reads throughout the Cosmodrome. You know I was here, looking for you when the first Fallen crews came through. It started with one skiff. A few months later, the Cosmodrome was theirs. The Taken have done it in hours.
Damn. So that's just a sense of scale, basically. How the Fallen had to take months to claim the Cosmodrome, and then the Taken just do it in a real short ass amount of time.
Someone move the bridge, destroy the controls.
Yeah, that's the Fallen. Probably trying to get the Taken off their backs. See if you can reroute the power.
There's still an active feed moving through those pipes overhead. Guardian, if you find the source, I can patch the circuit.
Well, there's like a Queen of Spades. So there is a little Easter egg in this level. When I was playing a little bit earlier in the playthrough, I think someone in the stream chat was asking if there's a Cade Easter egg, and that's in this level, to be exact about it. So a bit difficult to use the Sunbreaker subclass in a situation like this where, you know, you don't have like the increased height or anything. Damn, we are very high up, that's for sure. We get to see all over the place, all past the Cosmodrome and stuff. What the hell is that? Looks like a cloud or something. It's weird.
Back in business. Hey, the bridge is already moving. I get to the top of the colony ship where I left my stash, and watch yourself on that
His
bridge.
drug stash. So we'll get to that in a minute. That card that we saw has some sort of reason behind it.
Any advice on which way to go?
Shit, get in. Damn. First half of that. Did that just collapse like it was made of like tin foil or something. Also notice how our guns are slowly beginning to be less and less powerful and sort of useful to us. But he fell off, and he died as well, so got the XP for killing him. When I have to resort to using, you know, like the sidearm, the special weapon, just to take out the Taken Falls, then you know, Taken Fall enemies is what I was gonna say, and it kind of came out fucked up. Yeah, I've fucked up a lot of words today, that's for sure. But yeah, I think there's another version of this mission where you have to do it in like a time, basically. You have a certain amount of time to get through to the top, and if you don't do it, then you fail the mission. So that sucks. And what's this? There's a normal Vandal, no Taken now. It's also bad how the Taken can just spawn out of nowhere, just teleport. That's real fair, isn't it? They can teleport, and we cannot. That is assy, man. Okay, so we have that.
Don't look down.
Why? Oh, okay, I see why you say don't look down. That is quite a long way down, isn't it? It's a very long way down. I wouldn't want to fall as I fall down several levels. I think that, of all the times I've played that, I think that's actually the first time I've missed that jump. And you can only hold 5 Galahorns, apparently. At least you don't need to do something too intensive to get back up here, but still. It kind of sucks that one slight mistake and you topple all the way down. All the way back down to the bottom. So that's something you have to be careful about. Oh, you right, Phalanx? It's time to die, you know that. Shanks. I'm gonna shank you up, fam. More of them. Oh, got a green out of that, apparently. Alright, that's all well and good. Just follow the path, I guess. Right, mate. Time to die. The nice the galley combo, I guess you can say. I don't think any of those bullets actually hit that Vandal just then. It's just like a long string of misses. Oh, solar and shock. What's this? Weird.
Hey, you found one of my secret rooms. Good times. Help yourself to the glimmer, but leave the exotics for me. When I get out of this tower,
That's it. Maybe this is what it was meant by.
There's nothing in here but fallen caches.
What?
They took my loot? It's like there's no rules.
A jack of spades?
Yeah, I had a whole system to keep track of things. The royal cards stood for weapons. Spades meant hake, clubs for Crux Lomar, diamonds for Amalon, and hearts... well, hearts were for this girl I knew.
Probably the stranger.
Don't you have a stealth drive to find?
Oh, come on. We want to know, man. That sucks. So, yeah, apparently Cade had exotics in Glimmer, and they've been sort of stolen, probably by the Fallen, which kind of sucks, to be honest. But, you know, that's what happens, I guess. Oh, Fallen lift. You can barely move too. Ouch. Alright, Fallen. Get fucked. Oh, whoa. Echo of Oryx. Please. Have some mercy, god damn it. Damn. Yeah, I don't have the height, you see, to make some of these jumps. So that's what's probably getting to me now, at least. It's not having the increased height, which I think that's an upgrade that you can get later. It sucks that you can't actually pause the game to look into this sort of stuff. But yeah. Yeah, the Galahorn will fuck you up, blood. You don't mess with the Galahorn, that's for sure. It didn't even look as if the magazine came out of that gun just then. Oh no, there's a Vandal. Get fucked. 3 orbs are light with that. As you get sucked up into a, well, black hole or something, I don't know. Whatever it is.
You know, killing Crota.
Which we haven't done, but apparently we have.
You're on the Dreadnought. You find my stealth drive?
Funny how that makes like no sense. How you can
Are you sure it's still...
do that and all that.
It's
You
like
know.
all things. You gotta know where to look. Enter frequency 5982, Ghost.
We'll tend to that in a sec. There you go, Ghost.
Pod number 10201. A guardian with exceptional light sealed himself inside. He's been in there for centuries. Before I found you, I tried to resurrect him, but he preferred to sleep. He said the last war was enough for 1,000 lifetimes.
Damn. So yeah, I think that's Saint 14. So there's a helmet, an exotic helmet, which is called the Helm of Saint 14, and it basically blinds enemies that are in your defender bubble. So it's pretty good.
Are always in plain sight. Transmat it
It's
out
good
there.
that it's hiding in plain sight too.
Just
The
do me a
stealth
favor.
drives.
If you find anything else I've hidden, leave it for me. There'll be treasure enough for everyone on the Dread Hunt.
Oh, okay. Oh, and your mission ends instantly. Okay. So there's that, which is pretty good. So yeah, Saint 14, I guess you can argue is like the Destiny's equivalent to Master Chief or something. Just like some overpowered guy who can just like murder anyone that he wants to, and just survive against impossible odds. But is sealed away and not going to awaken anytime soon, shall we say. You never know, he could make an appearance in Destiny 2. Who knows? Keep in mind that that ball is destroyed in Rise of Iron. So, who knows what would have happened to that. Amanda Holiday.
Maintenance pending. Requesting visual confirmation.
Yep, that's the last one. Port side.
Confirmed.
Interest in tech, Cade? Isn't this Eris Morn ship?
Eris Morn's ship.
You know, you're a true artist. Can't even see the join.
Cute. But Zavala's got sign-off on all launches. Need a log while I'm letting it go.
Stargazing tour?
Stargazing tour. No.
Okay. How about an unsanctioned op using modified stealth tech to infiltrate a dreadnought above Saturn's rings so we can knock out its weapons, create a transmat zone,
And
cavalry.
send the cavalry. Of course.
How about test flight? It'll be waiting for you when you're ready.
Me? Oh, I'm not flying that thing.
Okay, he's not taking that. No chance. He's gonna let us do it because we're suicidal and he's not. So there's that. Oh, it doesn't even take us back to the tower, does it? It's just there you go. Oh, I got quite a few greens I can get rid of. Damn, there's a lot of greens. Too many greens, man. Not that I'll be using any of them anyway. Well, 174 pulse rifle. I think I mentioned that last time. But I prefer to use this stuff though, which is quite good for now, to be fair. And I can get rid of all this useless crap that I'm not gonna use. Greens 155. Wow, better legs. I can just get rid of some of this stuff. Don't worry, it's boring ass shit, but someone has to do it. Okay, it'll be happening a lot in Destiny 2, so just it's preparation for that, I guess you can say. And I need spirit blooms, which means you need to go onto Venus, which I'm not going to do because that's just going to take time. I could buy spirit blooms for what it's worth. So we have a mission called the Dreadnought to do. So let's get straight into the next part of the game, which is to get onto the Dreadnought. So give me a little bit of time to do myself a drink. There's another cutscene that'll happen, so we should be all good in the hood. And keep in mind, we are in our Future War cult ship. So keep that in mind for what's going to happen next. Don't worry, that's me just doing a drink. Don't worry. And there's Saturn, and there's a massive hole in Saturn's rings.
It only took one blast from the dreadnought.
Only one blast.
It'll never fire again.
Oh, got a lot of
Just don't forget to plant the
destroyed
defenses
awoken
so the
ships.
Guardians can land.
Oh, that's not good.
Everybody's got stealth tech and a ship that smells like hive. Good luck, Guardian.
Activating stealth drive. I'm picking up fluctuations in the power conduit.
Oh, relax. I modified the tech myself. Probably just Saturn's radio storms running interference.
Probably.
It's malfunctioning.
Did you break my stealth drive?
Look how far away we are from it.
You think they can see us?
Yes. Definitely.
I think they can see us.
Punch it. Damn. We're dead. What?
What happened? Everything all right?
How did we do that?
Why wouldn't we be all right? We're just stuck here with no ship and no transmat zone.
Great. Told you my stealth drive would work.
It told you it would work. Yeah, so yeah. That felt like good that was right. Of course, it didn't work as advertised, shall we say. It worked, but it didn't work as advertised. So now we're kind of stuck here, and there's that massive,
All right. I'd like
wow, massive weapon.
The city is behind you, but as long as that dreadnought's still firing, we can't risk reinforcements. Head inside, see if you can
Damn,
find whatever's powering that
Saturn, man. So right off the bat, I can tell you about these little things here. They are called calcified fragments, and these are like the dead ghosts, if you will, for the Taken King expansion. There's 50 of them, and if you manage to obtain 45 of them, you can progress on a quest line to get an exotic called the Touch of Malice. So keep in mind, every raid in the game has its sort of exotic primary. Well, the Touch of Malice is the exotic primary for this expansion.
The bridge across
And
has vanished.
unfortunately, sad to say, that it does sort of require,
says it's probably just a resonance spell.
it does require you to play King's Fall, which is the raid.
How about you let me out and I'll take a look?
Oh yeah, thanks game for telling me to use the ghost. Yeah, so this is what happens as well. There's a bunch of these platforms that are invisible, so you need the ghost to reveal them to you. So that's that. We got a cross. I do know where some calcified fragments are, so, you know, I am aware of that. Scan that.
According to the world's grave, the hive ingests those worms, not for sustenance, but survival. Spores, moths, and worms, all things Earth's ancestors believed grew from the dead. Just a thought.
Weird. The hive are pretty nasty. There's something to the left of us. I'm just gonna investigate that temporarily and see what we can do with this. Fools! Damn fools, man. What's this? There's another one of these calcified fragments just lying around. So yeah, those calcified fragments, they give you reputation for, you know, Crota's Bane. The funny thing is, that's actually the final area of the story, with this sort of like reverse waterfall going on. So we'll be getting over there probably at the end of this video. So yeah, we've got a fair bit of a gameplay to cover before we actually do that. We've got to go through here, go through here, and let's progress. So yeah, I won't get all of them because I'm pretty sure there is a quest line where you need to collect so many of them. But I'll probably go ahead and collect these ones which are like around here in places that I probably will never go back to. I'm fairly sure there's like one hiding back here somewhere. I'm sure there was. There is a calcified fragment that's like behind one of these areas. You know, unless I'm being blind or something and it's not there. Then, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where one is supposed to be. Now we're in the Hall of Souls.
We've only scratched the surface of the Dreadnought.
Hive keep vital operations deep in the core of their architecture. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty.
Okay, whatever you say. And there's more fools. Get them. Ouch. Do you mind, fools?
That energy powers the weapon. Cade, what do we do?
Okay, hold on. Eris is going on about breaking the necrotic... Ah, just shoot it.
Okay, whatever you say.
Let me take it down for you. Okay, it's down. But I'm picking up other channels to the weapon.
Oh no, there's taken fools as well.
Firing until you shut them all down.
I thought just taking one of them down would be enough. But no, you gotta take every single one down, so... Now let's just do the painstaking method of taking everything out. So... That's that basically. It seems so coincidental that so little exploration of the Dreadnought can basically put us in a situation like this where we sort of take out the weapon so easily, you know. It just doesn't... That's leading off from my argument earlier where it's talking about just sort of coincidences and all that. It just so happens to be so easy to take this out, you know, and it should not be at all. But there's that basically, you know. We got him, don't worry. We're taking him out.
Down. Let's find another channel.
The Shadow Falls, what? Shadow Falls, because there's a taken wizard. Take him out, take him out. I'm fairly sure if there is sort of any enemies lying about, then they sort of automatically seal the this field to make it so you can't hurt the that thing there. That sort of taken ball that we got to take out. Don't worry, it's nothing too terrible that we have to deal with right now. Nothing too bad. See, we're making Grimoire progress. That's something. just mini taken blights, I guess you can call them, that are powering the gun, which is now being disabled.
The weapon's down! Kate, what's our next move?
We need that transmat zone up and running. There's a massive hull breach near your position. That'll be your best bet.
So this is the court of Oryx, if you will, and this is where you would begin the King's Fall raid. The raid, sorry.
There's a stream of interdimensional energy concentrated within that field, growing stronger.
It's Falnock, the fanatic of Crota.
Stay on target. We need more Guardians on that dreadnought.
So yeah, this is the Falnock fanatic of Crota boss. This is pretty much how you would take out Crota in Crota's End, pretty much. So his shield recovers exceptionally quickly, but unfortunately part of that is there's supposed to be a Hive Knight that you can use to basically have a sword that can deal damage to him when his shield's down. So you use everything but a sword to take out his overshield, if you will, and then you use the sword to drain his health. That's how the Crota fight sort of works. Even to this day, that's what you need to do. And the Galahorn was would be helpful for that, you know. I think people did it to this day still, you know, would want you to have the Galahorn before you do something like Crota, which is pretty good, I would say. The Galahorn's awesome, and at least in the Year 3 version, that you can actually just get that a hell of a lot easier, and it's not just down to chance per se. There's like an actual quest line you can do to get the Galahorn, so that's something good at least. Hop over here. And then we end up going down this way to the hull breach, which is quite substantial.
Cabal ship, Skyburner's colors. Must have deployed from Phobos.
Cabal? We'll deal with them later. Secure that transmat zone.
I'm pretty sure it's up here, isn't it? The transmat zone. Oh no, there's Hive. No, the beacon's deployed.
Our ship is inbound.
Hive. Damn, pretty substantial damage taken. So the one way to destroy Dreadnought is to crash a ship into it, basically. Which this looks like an area where there's not supposed to be anything here anyway.
Hey Zavala, wanna know what a transmat zone on the dreadnought looks like?
You landed a Guardian on the dreadnought without authorization?
Oh right, can I have authorization?
Can I have authorization?
Guardian, take care of that tank, or the transmat zone won't matter.
They've brought a tank to a gunfight. It's a reference to a line that's supposed to be in the be in a strike. Of course, it would help if I had plenty of heavy weaponry and such to take it out.
I'll bring down some ammo crates from the ship. You're going to need them.
Yeah, thanks, Ghost. Damn. It's quite powerful, that's for sure. Don't want to get on the wrong side of this thing. It's nice they've bought heavy ammo crates, so I can get more Galahorns to utilise. It'd be better when you're fully upgraded, that way you get the wolf pack rounds and all that, which sort of traditionalise the Galahorn, if you will. They sort of just like create smaller explosives around it that home in. So there we go. We got them. We took out the tank. It's amazing. Awesome. There's still some bad guys lying about though.
Kate just briefed us on your unorthodox mission.
Oh no, I took out the tank and got mowed down by an ogre. Ah, that sucks ass. And I leveled up too.
It's a bad idea when it works. Now, excuse me, Guardian, I have to go have an uncomfortable conversation with Eris about her ship. Get home safe.
Yeah. So that's that. Unfortunately, Eris's ship has been demolished by the Taken. So that's bad. And they despawned. About time. So yeah, that's that. We did it. Couple bounties, leveled up, got a Sunbreaker upgrade. Pretty awesome. Level 32 as well, so we're getting close to the end game level. Oh, just had some bitter lemon. It's quite nice, but when you have it so suddenly out of nowhere, it's a little shock to the system. That's for sure. We got a 167 hand cannon, level 32. Considering a level 20 can outdo that. Well, it is a legendary at the end of the day, so it's not going to be some rubbish ass gun or anything like that, you know. 155, so I'm not going to use that. I guess I can get rid of these 141s as well. And stuff. Oh, calcified fragments. Comes with taken energy and burns to the touch. So that's not good. It's hazardous to us, shall we say. Which is not good at all. We got worm spore, and now we got to go back to Cade 6 so we can finish off the Sunbreaker's challenge as well. Oh, what's this? I got another upgrade for the Sunbreaker. The increased height that I was complaining about not having has now been fixed. So, deals a small amount of bonus damage to Fallen, or suppressing a Fallen captain's abilities. More helpful for the House of Wolves, I would say. Now we get tracking, then the wolf pack rounds cause the smaller projectiles that home in. So that's pretty awesome, I would say. Let's go back to the tower and finish off some stuff. We should get a trophy for doing the Sunbreaker's challenge mission, which was to get the Sunbreaker ability. Then we should be able to progress with the continuation of the game as I move my mic just slightly. Thinking about it, there might not be that much more to it, to be fair. There might not be as much as you might think to this expansion from this point. I would argue it's still got about another hour to go for me to finish this. But it's going to be an hour of some quality game design. Maybe not gameplay and commentary and such, but we still got you know, good deal of stuff to do. I just hope the game volume's coming out okay, you know, because I'm looking at it and I can barely see any game volume whatsoever. But, you know, maybe that's the angle I'm at. It's quite quiet. That's for sure. It's quite quiet. But I'm sure if I don't talk, then you should be able to hear the volume okay. There we go, I see it. Okay. It's just because I think it's the angle, the light just makes it look different than what it's supposed to, I guess. I'll just put the Galahorn on just because you can.
We have some engrams you might.
Oh my god, a bunch of greens. Well, I got a blue out of that, that's awesome.
I hope we helped.
It's good to get a blue out of greens. So let's speak to Eris Morn about these calcified fragments.
The war has only begun.
An ancient scourge. So old as the fragment.
Good luck.
So 5 more calcified fragments, hence why I've tried to leave some of them so I can continue with the sort of story and such.
Key to a dreadnought. We're gonna rip that beast wide open, but my wings are clipped. Go talk to Zavala.
No, his wings are clipped. Damn it.
The Sunbreaker's fire has not been seen within the walls in years. Take that hammer to the stars, Titan. It represents the tower now.
Yeah, Sunbreaker trophy earned. So if we take a little detour from that, then looking at the trophies, it should be under the Taken King, and it's to complete the Sunbreaker's challenge quest. I've already done the Night Stalker's trial because, well, trail or whatever, just because you know, I've got my hunter character on PS4, so that's that.
You have your mission.
Got to do enemy of my enemy quest. However, of course, well, the enemy of my enemy is the friend of the enemy. I don't know. It's some logic ass shit like that, of course. So I don't really have any exotic items I can use which are necessarily helpful with the subclass that I have. It's sad to say. And even if I did, I most likely would need to get to level 40 before I can use it. But yeah, we got enemy of my enemy. We're going back on the Dreadnought, and it's more about gathering intel, shall we say, about where we can find Oryx and how we're going to fuck them up, if you will. So that's a layout of the Dreadnought. We got the well, a couple strikes dotted around here and here. Then there's obviously another mission there. The patrol, the raid, and that looks about it. So we got the enemy of my enemy. Of course, I should have more powerful guns at this point, something that does a bit more than 160 damage in that. But we got 170, 170, 160, so I could do leveling up the Gallowhorn perhaps.
But we don't have time.
170, so yeah.
All have been there long enough to have real field intelligence. The path to Oryx lies on their ship.
So get onto the crashed Cabal ship, basically. Don't we? I'll use a couple motes of light because I can. Oh, what's this? Upgrade to the Gallowhorn. That's awesome.
Survivors.
Multiple? I think it's a bit more than multiple ghosts.
Cut through them.
Something hit me. I don't know what that was. Anyway, we could go on a bit of a field trip and try and get some of these calcified fragments if we wanted to. So
Who fights this hard to protect a crashed ship?
it's not a crash ship.
It's not a crash site, it's a beachhead. Only way those doors will open is to send reinforcements. Draw them out.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Cursed fall. Could have just blew my ass up there. Take him out with that. Level 33. Hell yeah. It's pretty damn good, I would say. Now, there is definitely a calcified fragment around here somewhere. 100% chance that there is. But where, though, is the question. I'm pretty sure it's like around here somewhere. There's no way I've got it already, because this is the first time playing the expansion, you know, so... Unless I'm a little bit off and it's this one that we're supposed to go to, which it is.
When those doors open, fight through it.
Whoa, and again, Cursed Fall ran right past my face, man. Whoa, 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 person. Come on, give me a bit of a break, man. Okay, he's following me, so he deserves to die. And I've got a Galahorn upgrade right there. So you can take out these enemies if you really, really want to. But yeah, it's just for additional experience, you know. I mean, I got to level 33, so that's all that matters. Making slow progress. To think that about a week ago I was level 1, to go up this much is quite some progress, to be honest, after hours of gameplay and such. So it is slow progress.
Any ship that crashes, if they haven't after all this time, it must be a base of operations. They're looking for something on the Dreadnought. See what they know about Oryx.
See what they know. Oh, I need helium filaments now. Are you kidding me? That's the only problem with the higher level items and such. You need these crazy amounts of, you know, field materials from doing the patrols and that. Which, again, just takes time out of the playthrough. When I could be making progress, I'm making no progress. Trying to get a, I don't know, you know, one upgrade or something, because you need helium filaments and that. Which, if it was live streamed, that would be a bit better. That way I can just treat it as like a chill section where I can just focus on the chat and all that. Of course, I'm not really doing that this time around because I'm saving the live stream for tomorrow when Destiny 2 launches, and hope to have a massive ass marathon of the game and just see how much progress you can actually go ahead and make from like a day one perspective, considering the time limitations I'll be under when that game goes live. So I'm excited for it. I can't say I'm hyped as much as some people might be, to the point of doing like seriously long ass streams of the game when it launches. I'll be just doing what I'm doing, similar to what it is now. There's the game, I'm talking over it and reacting to what's happening and interacting with a live chat as well. So that's the way I do things. So I don't need to do anything other than that, I would say. But I would say I could have streamed it and say it was my birthday and to put like, I don't know, all sorts of shit on, just to say, yeah, it's my birthday, give me something. But no, I don't need to do that sort of thing. Maybe that's putting me off doing the stream for today as well, is actually the fact that it's my birthday. The centre of the Dreadnought, I would say it's not. It's probably there now. But
got a team heading for it right now.
No, it's definitely not at the centre of the Dreadnought, that's for sure. This is what we can scan. Oh, sorry, we can't spawn our ghost in this location. Sorry, our sparrow in this location.
Moving through these machines, but keep your helmet on. It could be toxic, and furthermore, it stinks.
It stinks, and it could be toxic. That's nasty, man. Must be what the Cabal used to like breathe and all that. It's not good at all. We're in the mausoleum. Why would this be shut? If the team just left, why would that be shut down like that? I don't know, I'm questioning game logic. Games are not supposed to make a hell lot of logical sense. They're games.
Forget what they say about the enemy of my enemy. Something stands between you and the rupture, put it down.
So there's a Primus to own. And that's like a strike boss or something, because he's like really powerful. Not taking much damage at all, that guy. Bit of a tough son of a, if you will. Or like a raid boss maybe, because they take a lot of hits as well. Oh no, tortured wizards.
Those Cabal won't last much longer.
No. Well, the Primus was taken.
Oryx just recruited a Centurion.
Let him take all he wants. He won't be around long enough for it to matter.
Take that guy out. Okay, so that's that. Here's the rupture.
Be the rupture.
Eris, what's their next move?
Tolan spoke of statues the Hive used to navigate ruptures.
We'll look for them.
Good old Toland, the Shattered. Again, you'd only know who he really is if you actually read all the Grimoire and all that in the game, which it's not even in the game, it's on Bungie.net's website, so...
It's linked to the rupture, but I can't understand how the Hive control it. Let's try another statue.
Yeah, this is where I usually get a little stuck, because there's definitely two lying about the place. And it's like you can find one, but then you can never find the other one. So I would say I'm fairly sure there's like one around this area somewhere. And then there's another one somewhere else, which was in the area that I was at. To like straight ahead from where I'm at, perhaps.
Yes. The statues control where the rupture leads. They could deliver us to Oryx.
Here's the other one. I knew it was around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure the game just tells you where they are after a certain amount of time.
It's dead. But something's happening at the rupture.
Oh dear, something's going on there now. I'm fairly sure there's a calcified fragment around this area. So if I can make it, if I can figure out how to get to it more likely, then there it is. There we go, calcified fragment. So we only probably need like 3 more or something. I don't know.
The rupture's opening.
Fools!
Thrall will smother your light. Do not underestimate them as Tarlo did.
Tarlo underestimated the power of the thralls and got pwned. Situations like this where I wish I had the armamentarium, which is an exotic I have on the Xbox One version with my Titan, and basically just get extra heavy or special ammo, and you just have like an additional grenade as well, which is pretty awesome. The Year 1 armamentarium had both increased heavy and special weapon ammo, so now it's one or the other. But now it's, well, in Year 1 it was you could have both if you really wanted to. Damn thralls being a pain in the ass, man.
Forget about the thrall. Get through that rupture.
Get to it. Get into the rupture. Oh, we bounce off it.
I don't think we're going that way.
Then it's true. Only the Ascendant can will a rupture to open.
There's something ascendant.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold it right there, Echo of Oryx. You've reached the end of the line, fam. How dare you drain my light? That is uncalled for. And I've wasted my super. Oh, well, I didn't waste my super. That Echo took my super away from me. Piece of shit. I'm going to kill you, you fucking... Eat that. That's what you get for messing with the Guardians, you little loser. Grasp of the King. Well, it looks like it actually goes ahead and sort of takes all your light away from you that you've generated towards your super. That's a bit of a cheap move.
Become Ascendant.
Become Ascendant?
Head back to the tower when you can.
This is the mausoleum, at least. So I guess there could have been another sort of Court of Oryx situation here, considering the statues and all that. But apparently that's not the case. So understanding that you need to use the statues to sort of determine where you want to go to, that's when King's Fall comes into play, when you can go through the ruptures to progress through the raid. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, you can't go through the rupture initially, so then you need to become Ascendant, then you need to get through the rupture when you do become Ascendant by doing what we're going to do next. Then that kind of follows into the raid and that as well. Although it kind of is a shame that you have to go through all of this stuff now before you can even progress with stuff like the strikes and that. You know, you need to beat this main story stuff first before you even have an opportunity to look into that sort of thing. Which it kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, that's what happens. I got another upgrade to the Vestian dynasty. So I just got that. More stuff. So it's getting close now between stuff that I can actually use and stuff that I'll have to get rid of at some point. So yeah, we need another 3 more calcified fragments. And if you go underneath the dreadnoughts, then it actually tells you how many fragments you have. And it gets to a point where you'll need to gather so many of them to progress with the Touch of Malice questline, as I've said. That's the King's Fall raid exotic, and you need to beat the raid, I think, while having 45 or more calcified fragments in order to trigger the last step of that quest, which is something I still need to do because I haven't done it on the Xbox One version. And to think, when I said earlier there was that knight and I thought it was the War Priest, or I said it could be, well, the boss I got up to was the War Priest and I never got past it. And it's a shame because if you get past that boss, then you end up in a dark maze and there's a calcified fragment there. So it stands a chance I could have potentially gotten the Touch of Malice if there's just a little bit of time, if you will, to get to the dark maze area. Which kind of sucks. But at least I can say if I'm ever going to do King's Fall, then I've had experience up until the War Priest. So all I would request really is for someone to tell me what I need to do, so I can go ahead and do it without you know, without sort of complications. Basically, I'll do what I'm told effectively, but it has to be sort of explicit. So if there's even one tiny little thing that I need to do, then I would need to be told to do it. Otherwise, you know, I won't do that, and then everyone will get mad because I didn't do something that I didn't know to do, if that makes sense. So now we get a sniper that's better than the Vestian dynasty. Bear in mind the Vestian dynasty is only level 16, so might be worth sort of scrapping the Vestian dynasty for the time being, getting rid of that and sticking to the better stuff that I have. And again, still got a Queen's Prison of Elders auto rifle that I'm using. I can get those quests done and dusted, those bounties rather. So doing those bounties helps a bit as well.
Find the crystal that held Crota's soul. Toland the Shattered led us into Crota's pit. We failed, but these pieces of his journal kept me alive. Take them with you to the moon.
Toland the Shattered again. I mentioned him a little bit earlier.
They're not ready. Let them keep fighting.
As I said, you would not know who he is unless you looked at the Grimoire. And even the Grimoire doesn't really explain who he is unless you have to read like a hell of a lot of it. But Destiny 2, if it's going to have that sort of system, needs to have that in the game and not take you to Bungie.net to read that sort of thing. Which Bungie.net has been sort of like revamped and that. So, that's something. Okay, we got a couple missions left to do on the moon. So we got Lost to Light. Lost to Light. And it's a cutscene.
It began with Crota. But Crota was only a servant of his father, sent to extinguish the last of the light. The great battle fought for the soul of our world ended in slaughter. The sun was dead, and we invited the wrath of Oryx, destroyer of light, taker of will. Only Ascendant Hive move between ruptures. To reach Oryx, you must walk in the dying footsteps of his son. You must become Ascendant.
The Ascendant Hive. So, why we can't just like wait for one of these the enemy fights to move, the enemy moves against each other at events, and just like wait for the Ascendant enemies to come out, or do like a Nightfall where there's Ascendant enemies. No, we have to go back to the chamber that held that crystal that contains Crota's soul, and that's where we are now, is at this sort of position. At least I hope that's the case, because there's nothing happening right now, that's for sure. Ah, there we go, finally. Circle of Bones.
Hold fast to Toland's journal. It saw me through my time in the dark.
Hold fast to your gun, Guardian. You're headed back to the chamber where they held Crota's soul.
So I thought I had a the Vestian dynasty, that's why I fired it like that just then. So yeah, that pit, the Hellmouth, that's what you descend down into to do the raid, the Crota's End raid, and that's what happens.
We have to steal a chunk of Hive crystal that's still got a trace of Crota's soul, so you can pass through an interdimensional portal on the Dreadnought and kill Oryx. Anything else, Paris?
It must be done before Oryx turns his scrying eye to this realm.
Good luck, Guardian.
Oh, thanks. Just good luck. Okay, fair enough. Whatever you say. Don't know why this area is accessible. The world's grave, don't forget. Another entrance into this this death trap, basically. That is the Chamber of Night, where we have already descended into before. Ouch. Damn thralls, I hate them, man. Punch him in the face and take him out. So yeah, I think that's the way you would normally come in. That's where that ogre was when we took him out, when we saved the Traveller's shards. Now that serves as an entrance to the world's grave, or at least another. That takes you to the Circle of Bones rather, and not into this area, which is just pitch black.
Data. I should probably read it. Done.
Wow.
Some of this stuff is fascinating.
A dreadnought shields the hive from the traveler's light. Were we to pass through its deepest layers, our light would be as a dying sun.
I don't think Toland was much fun at parties.
I don't think they're gonna come out and attack us anytime soon.
If the thralls still feed, Crota's essence must endure.
I don't know, I thought there was something up here. Unless that was a ghost, maybe. That might have been up there. Thralls still feeds on bones and that. There's something here. What's this?
Let me see if Toland's journal has anything.
These stones, always in their combat arenas, do they have a strengthening function? Or are they mere legacy of a forgotten time and realm? The hive never stopped honing their strength. They have missed the point of being dead. I've heard it said that that which does not kill you makes you stronger, but what does this mean in the face of immortality?
Fascinating. That's why I'm not saying anything. It's quite interesting. At least it's quite interesting to hear all this sort of stuff. Now I'm fairly sure those fours are after us. Maybe. But at least we are here. Damn, this place has changed. Oh. It's kind of kept the same. It's just now there's a Crota's soul is just gone. I mean, look at that. It's just... It's Bax, the Gravekeeper. We've got to murder his ass before he kills us. Here we go. Ghost, you know what to do. Look into that. Well, I've got to try and take out
Bones like these belong
Bax.
to a hive life form or some other race the hive discovered. But Toland seemed to think they burrowed through the lunar rock to create this fortress.
So it's like this worm that apparently dug its way into the moon and created the whole fortress that the hive have built into the ocean of storms on the moon. Whoa, falls. Die, Bax. You're not gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill you. Time to die. No, he didn't die. What?
It's gone. I think Oryx just took an ogre.
Not even Oryx can control an ogre. Unless it's taken. Now quickly, I need a shard of that crystal.
There we go.
We've got it.
Nice rectangular chunk.
I knew it could be done. And does it still hold the whisper of Crota's soul?
According to my analysis, it's empty.
No, it can't be empty. That's not good.
Return to me, Guardian, and we will destroy.
What's going on?
Eris? Cade? I think we've lost them. Something's blocking our signal and our transmit.
Infection. Your light dies here.
Run away. One, don't need to do the voice. One! Get out of here. Damn. So yeah, you saw that taken Bax was immune to taking damage there, so we really do need to just like get the ass out of here, if you will. We just need to just run and get past everything before they kill us. So yeah, this is what happens. The Taken have sort of set up this trap for us, knowing that this is what we needed to do to become ascendant to take out Oryx. So he's a little bit ahead of us, but no amount of taken can stop us from completing our mission, which right now is to get the hell out of here. Into the black pit, blackness, complete darkness. That's why they call it the Chamber of Nights. Just because it's just black.
Eris, Kane, can you hear us?
No light whatsoever.
Still no connection. This must be how the Hive tracked Eris.
How Eris survived through all of this is not known. Because I don't know if she was trapped in the same sort of location we were, or if she was like, you know, somewhere else. But it's still pretty bad that she was stuck and has resorted to the methods that she's resorted to make her what she is today.
Remind me to make copies of this journal.
Ghost, make copies of the journal. Because something's telling me you kind of need to spread it to other Guardians who are going to end up in this predicament. It kind of reminds me about what the Ghost said about, like, as the other Ghosts found their Guardians and all that. Bearing in mind that everyone experiences Destiny 1 in exactly the same way. So how is that really the case, you know what I mean? Unless that's just distinguish like older and newer Destiny players or something. I don't know. I'm just theorising at this point. Doesn't make sense that the only types of Guardians are the ones that we've experienced like the same stuff, if that makes sense. You know, he makes it out as if there's other stuff that's happened when there really hasn't been anything. Anything new, at least. Consider that. No alternative intros or anything. Because I think apparently there was supposed to be another sort of... oh, there's supposed to be different start points. So if you chose a certain character, then you would start at a different point in the game. Well, maybe not different points, different starting points. So everything will sort of proceed, if you will, the same way. You have the same goals. It's just that you'll have a different starting point, considering the type of race that you selected. Of course, that's not really what's happened now. Everyone just starts at the same point. So maybe that's what Ghost could be on about, is other Ghosts scour the system to find their Guardians, and then whatever. But I'm just talking crap because I can, obviously. I've got nothing else to say. I haven't even opened any cards or birthday presents yet, and it's like nearly 2:30 or something. So as far as I'm concerned, there's going to be company later. So I hope I can get past this. Just like Ariana.
That's Eris. The connection is getting stronger.
Well, we're nearly out of here. It's just still got a fair bit of progress left to make. Of course, if you do the level 40 version of this mission, then what you can actually do is once you get to this point, you can head down this path. You can head down here, as the Ghost is going to tell us.
The Fallen left their dirty fingerprints all over this door. What were they doing here? We just missed them.
So yeah, the Fallen were there, and unfortunately we've missed them. But you know, they cause problems, so I think if that method, if that pathway is still accessible, then that's basically a secret, if you will. It's one of these missions that has a secret ending to it, and the secret ending is like the Tanix the Scarred, you know, that strike that we did, and I was playing with somebody else. That's pretty much the location you go up into, and you just have to fight against a bunch of like Taken basically, and it's like there's no respawning restricted. It's just like a timer basically, so you get 10 minutes to basically clear a bunch of rooms and kill all the Taken enemies, and you have to kill like every single one as well. And if you do that successfully in the time, then you actually end up getting the Black Spindle, which is an exotic sniper rifle. And the Black Spindle is a kind of reworking of the Black Hammer, which you saw in my vault when I was talking about weapons to use, and I've chosen the Icebreaker instead of the Black Hammer because the Black Hammer was from Crota's End. It was an actual raid drop, but
Get out of that pit.
yeah, that's just something that was
Or we'll never reach.
I don't know if the Black Spindle can drop in Crota's End, or if it's still, that's still like the way to get it. I don't know, because I think I tried to do it and they sealed off that area. I could have been too slow, because it's a factor of not dying and doing it relatively quickly too. But I was doing it relatively quickly, but somehow I ended up not doing it. I don't know, unless it's because I already got it on the character and it doesn't count again. There we go. We're out.
We made it out.
We got out of that pit.
The king will fall. Bring me his dead son's crystal.
That's how Eris says she appreciates your sacrifice. Glad you're still alive.
Oh, we got Sakor, who's a Taken wizard. And Sakor has fallen. I've taken that wizard out. There's no match for the Galahorn, sad to say. Well, happy to say actually, because they would have mowed us down otherwise. Awesome, we did it. Alright, we're still making progress. Slowly but surely. So, it's coming up to 2 hours now. It's like 1 hour 52 minutes or something. And a bit. So, it is sort of getting a little, you know, late, I guess. Well, it's not late, it's just the time, if you will. It's it's getting there slowly. So I just hope that these last sort of steps will not be incredibly difficult or anything overly complicated. Which it's not. I guarantee you it's not. It's just now we're in the situation where I do believe we've only got like a couple missions left to do, and then we should be okay. We gotta go back to Eris at the tower, so let's do that. I'm thinking that the mission at the Vestian outpost, the quest, would be something along the lines of the Taken War, and it basically just tells us to kill a bunch of enemies basically. Go across the system, go across all the planets that we've been to, all the patrols, and just like take out certain bosses, which that kind of does get a bit tedious, because you have to sort of go to the patrol and you might have to just wait around for a certain boss to spawn in. Then you just have to hope that there's people around that can help you out, otherwise you have to do it solo and hope that you have enough firepower to take them out. And even for like a fully leveled level 40 character, it is quite difficult to do something like that, especially the fallen guys, because they have like the snipers and they can just like really screw you up. So that's something That's not good.
I hope you can help us. Go more if you need it. Things look dark.
Okay, so there's that. We need to go and see Eris about this.
The crystal. Now you must bathe it in Crota's essence to get through that rupture. The Vanguard ignored my warnings, but now they seek to help. Cade has sent for you. Humor him.
Okay, Cade has got something for us to do. Let's see what he's going to request of us.
Look, Eris has a nice smile, but obviously she doesn't care if you live. Look, we can't let Oryx find you again. If you're gonna steal Crota's soul, you need some real cloaking tech.
Okay, I wasn't accounting for the fact that this mission would be one of the missions that I'll need to do. So that just adds a little bit of extra time onto how long I would want to be doing this for. Again, it's not bad, but I'm hoping that there's like 3 story missions left to cover and that'll be it. That's what I'm hoping right now, at least. So just to sort of tell them what they are. There's this one mission here, the Promethean Code, which you're on. Then there's this mission next to the Crota's End Raid. Then there's the probably the last mission after that. Yeah, I'm thinking that's all the mandatory stuff that we need to do. So now we've got the Promethean Code, which is to proceed into Rasputin's bunker. Which we've already been to Rasputin's bunker before, you know, in the dark below. But that's ages back.
Stealing from Rasputin. You are entering a world you do not understand.
Oh, don't worry about her, Guardian. She's still mad about what you did to her ship. But we need cloaking tech to slip past the Taken, and the Warmind bunker's got the code we need.
Yeah, the Warmind's bunker. Okay, so that's that. We're getting into the
After all this time,
level now.
be sure Rasputin has the code.
I already stole it once. Used my last copy making that stealth drive you blew up. It was getting old anyway.
Okay, I apparently hit something that made me come to a complete stop. Okay, that is what it is. To shoot the captain just slightly.
I haven't had much luck breaching Rasputin's security.
You got the same bypass frequency that got me inside.
He will protect his domain.
Bunker Ras 2. So of course these look as if they're supposed to go somewhere, but they really don't. At least I don't think they do.
Dimensional goo. Taken her.
Now we can go in this way.
What? Not possible. We sealed the complex after the Omnigal breach.
Cade, look at this.
Oh, that does look bad. Okay, so if you see him, just shoot him.
Yeah, just shoot them. Yeah, the Seraphim Vault.
How did they even get in there?
The Taken are not bound by terrestrial constraints.
Yeah, I'll bet they'll be constrained by terrestrial bullets.
Take that guy out, because he's been just a loser. And of course I'm probably going to get killed to something really, really stupid, of course. Fortunately the Taken have the Taken captains have the solar shield, so the sniper just can just take them out really easily. Anyway, let's go this way. This is obviously the way to go, right? Totally, this is the path that we need to take. Obviously, remember this area, don't we?
Cade, your bypass codes aren't getting us through these doors.
Omnigal screams have already been silenced. There's nothing in there but bad memories.
Rasputin will give only what you need. Nothing more.
Don't worry. The good stuff is below you. Keep moving.
No, it's actually below us. Okay, fair enough. That's where the war mind probably is. It's just he's not allowing us to go to the area where we fought the might of Crota. That wasn't a worthy foe to us. We pretty much pwned him and took him out with little ease. So that was awesome. So I think you can actually go to this area in the dark below in that mission that we did, where, you know, the Might of Crota and all that. But this door would not open, so you'd get here and you'd be like confronted with a dead end basically. Unfortunately, it's only until about now that you can actually make progress to get into this area. Primary precision, awesome. That's also another area that, well, I might not do that, to be honest. But that's the Fallen Saber Strike boss area, if you will. So that's, I say that's something I might not do. So I was thinking about whether or not I should actually say that. That is what it is, but I'm not going to probably do that.
Really does hate us.
Which is exactly why we're here. We need those cloaking codes.
The mine idea. And now the respawning has been restricted. So we are now in a bad situation. And he's dropped heavy ammo. I saw that. That's Galahorns for me, that is. So it's good that you get a little bit extra sort of time to use the supers and that. Well, I mean, that's the ability that I have with the Sunbreakers, is that you get extra hammers, I think, or a little bit of extra time to use it.
Come back online after the collapse. Shortly after that, Rasputin regained control over the entire facility. But it all started here. Maybe Rasputin didn't wake himself?
Maybe, you never know. First system to come online. That's this area. Of course, there's a lot of complex sort of machinery and stuff. Hello? Oh, hi. Thank you. Oh, I'm okay, thanks. Yeah, it's okay. Yep. Well, I haven't really opened anything yet. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright, okay. Bye. Sorry about that. Unexpected phone call means I'm a minute out. So sorry about that. But yeah, that sort of happens. It's positive, don't worry. As I said, it's my birthday today, so that's the purpose of the call, if you will, was to you know, be positive and all that, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to be positive about everything that's going on. So, Taken are spawning in all over the place. Damn, Taken Vandals are being dickheads, man. Damn, that shield had to go. That shield had to be there, man. That's why I say to that shield, die. Damn it, man. Trying to kill us and all that. What's this? Let's investigate.
Oryx views Rasputin as a threat. If we could gain control over his reach and wake all of the Warmind systems, we would see everything the Hive have hidden from us. No wonder they want Rasputin destroyed.
Damn, so that's why the Taken are actually taking, you know, trying to invade the Warmind and all that. Because it's basically like a threat to the Hive. And a threat to the Hive is something that needs to be exterminated in the views of like Oryx and Taken and all that. So that's why they are sort of behaving in the manner that they're behaving in. Of course, those Centurions will be the worst to take out. But as I keep saying, it's nothing too extreme. It's actually okay. See what you can pull out. Get it from Rasputin. But yeah, looks like there's a way down, doesn't there?
Follow no logic I understand. I'm not sure if it can be modified to work on a Guardian.
Where do you think Blade Dancers got their cloaking ability?
If the Vanguard are satisfied, we can finally end this. Return to the moon. Steal Crota's soul.
Okay, so that's pretty much how the Blade Dancers apparently got their ability to sort of like cloak and all that. So that should be what we are utilizing to, you know, gather Crota's soul and all that in the upcoming mission that we'll be doing. So yeah, we'll definitely be going quite some time into this video to cover just the basic story behind the Taken King. So hopefully you can see why I'm just going to be covering the story, because if I do the strikes as well, that's just going to be more additional time that I'll be spending playing this game when I could be doing something else. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now and acting the way I am, if you will, just to get this sort of done and dusted before Destiny 2 comes out, because then at least I can say I've done Destiny up until the Taken King, and then Rise of Iron is something I've already done. So technically I would have gone and done all of Destiny before Destiny 2 comes out, and at least put it on YouTube to say, you know, and prove a point that I've actually gone ahead and done it. So that's pretty much all it really boils down to, is proving to the internet that I've done what I've done. So then there should be no people that will be watching when I stream Destiny 2 and saying, oh, you've not played Destiny 1 or anything. You know, I can say I've played Destiny 2, I've played Destiny 1, done everything, now I'm playing Destiny 2. And I can point people to stuff like this, so they can actually see that I'm not lying when I say I've played it for YouTube and all that. I might not have done everything, but I've played a fair bit. Now we're on the mission Last Rites, so we should be very close. This is probably the penultimate mission to the game. I'm hoping it is, because I really don't want to be doing anything else that'll take a really long ass time to do. I'm just sticking to the original stuff.
All you have to do now is fill it with Crota's soul. Either in the middle of some kind of funeral, so...
Not a funeral. A death ceremony. Crota's essence is being prepared for the next realm.
Yeah, the next realm.
So when you get to this funeral...
When you get to the funeral.
Use Rasputin's cloak to slip past the Taken. Find Crota's soul, wrap it up, and get out.
Pretty easy, right? It sounds pretty easy. When you put it like that, at least. So if you can see that the Hive are all about being in different, like, realms and dimensions. We're in the Stills. This is actually the end of the Crota's End raid area. And if you head generally over that direction, you'll end up being at the start area where you drop down to reach the this point. Then once you get to Crota's End, so once you start, you fall into the pit. When I mentioned that Crota's End earlier, basically you fall down, you'll end up at the start, you run all the way through, end up here, hold the plate, kill a bunch of enemies, then you got the bridge to get across. Then this leads into this portal into the Ascendant realm, where the meat of Crota's End takes place. The real interesting stuff.
We need you back alive. You have the frequency, Ghost?
And your modifications. We'll be ready.
Then move quietly and unseen, like death.
Yeah, it's pretty much just an effect, that light. You can like do a 180 and still like sort of not see it. So it is quite a weird effect that happens. But that's like the portal into here. The Oversoul Throne.
I can't see you. Can you see me?
So this is where the Crota's End we would spawn on the other side.
They can't see you, but they can still smell you. Eris can replace her ship. We can't replace you.
There's the Dreadnought. So I think in the Crota's End raid, you'd end up seeing the Oversoul, I think it's called. It's just like this greeny light in this like rock almost. But now it's been replaced with the Dreadnought. So this area up here is where we actually end up spawning when trying to do Crota's End.
It's a dimensional lock. As long as the turbine is stationary, this place and everything in it exist in only one realm. This must be how Oryx moves between dimensions.
Yeah, so long as that thing is stationary, as the ghost says. Gotta get past that. So this is more like a stealth part. You gotta be really careful about what you're doing, because one wrong move and you will be noticed. And if you get noticed, that is quite bad. So they give you this sort of aura, if you will, that you need to stay outside of in order to be perfectly fine. Now there's a whole lot of sword bearers on this side, that's for sure. That guy's coming around this way, so you can get away from that.
A tomb husk.
This would be an Annihilator Totem. Now it is a Tomb Husk.
Got to avoid them. I hope they can't see this thing.
I'm trying to jump up here because you can do that. Get past that. Why a Tomb Husk could be here and here, I don't know, when there's another Annihilator Totem over there where that wizard is. So you would have to hold the Annihilator Totems and the plates to build this bridge. Then you would kill one of the sword bearers to grab their swords to run all the way across here over to this side where there's gatekeepers, which are the bluey guys, that blue guy walking up the stairs. That the only way they can get killed is with the swords. Whoa, I'm like falling through. That's weird. And then you need to basically get everyone over to this side of the bridge. Where now what you need to do is just kill a bunch of gatekeepers and knights and that. In order to... well, this is not good. I need to wait for this gatekeeper to move out of the way, maybe. I'm really not in the best position right now. Okay, there we go. We got past. It's a bit awkward. You have to time everything right to get through and all that.
You think they heard that?
I don't know. Maybe. So when you kill all of the enemies, they sort of... that door, you know, there's like statues now that light up. So that's sort of what happens. That opens this doorway. This is a full corridor. There's some shriekers as well. Don't know if they're here now, but
Crota's soul for the next realm. Follow their cry. It was just as this when I walked in the dark. Their wretched songs in the wind as Ariana fell.
that's not good. So the hive need to be stopped. That's the doorway that would hold the secret chest. Once you get through the full corridor and the Shrieker hallway, you know, drop down here.
Reach Crota's tomb and take what remains of his
And this is where the Death Singer / Crota section would take place.
There are a lot of tombs here. How do we find Crota's?
You'll know it when you see it.
It's that. That's what it is. Can we scan this, please? Do I need to be further back? Look further up. I don't see what I need. Oh, wait, there we go. You've got to look further down. That's what you got to do.
The symbol of Crota. I don't know the derivation or its meaning. To me it says, we're going the wrong way. But as usual, I'm just following you.
Damn it, Ghost. Trying to say I'm wrong, are you? Wow, there's the Dreadnought looking terrifying in the background. It's just like a black shadow version of it. So I'd hate to be on that version of the Dreadnought, that's for sure. So that's that. We can now proceed up the stairs. So I'm pretty sure that that's the Death Singer. That is the actual Death Singer that you would take out in Crota's End. Yut. Then you got those Death Singers over there. Where you've got effectively you've got the Kingsfall Death Singers here. Anuk and whoever the other one is. So I got a couple of normal Death Singers with
I think we've...
Anuk and Halak.
Now, let the crystal drink deep from Crota's death essence.
No, don't you dare, Gatekeeper. Don't you dare screw me over with this.
How much do we need to pass as an Ascendant Hive?
Only a taste, but steal all you can.
Oh no.
Something's wrong.
We've been spotted.
Lock for transmat. Get out of there. We must have Crota's soul. They've got enough. Lock for transmat, Ghost. I can't. Everything is corrupt.
Everything is corrupted.
I can't connect. Stay alive. We've got to make it back.
We've gotta stay alive. So let's do that. Stay alive. Ouch, that missed. Whatever that was. Took massive damage out of nowhere. Now, of course, that was the hive, whatchamacallit, the hobgoblin blast when you shoot them. It does that. Do you mind, really? Could you not? I had to waste a super just to kill the enemies that were in this room. That... Oh, I got killed by nothing. Nothing was there when I died. Oh, that's so cheap, game. I died by nothing. There was literally nothing there and I got killed. That's bullshit, man. Nothing was even there. Nothing.
I can't.
I can't believe that. Nothing was there and I got killed. Because that guy spawned out of nowhere.
I can't connect. Stay alive. We've got to
I'm
make...
fairly sure there was a dead ghost around here. That might be a Crota's End ghost. Because there are ghosts in the raids. Well, at least Crota's End, I think there's ghosts. So you need to play through the raid and sort of explore the boundaries that you... explore the boundaries of survival, if you will, to... you know, get what you need, get those ghosts. Because there's that trophy to get the ghosts and recover like 50 of them. Which, you might think that's difficult, but there is a hell of a lot of dead ghosts in the game, so there's definitely more than that amount. If it's to get every single one of them, that would be a bit more tricky to try and, you know, figure out and that. But it's not that bad. So... there we go. It's because they've taken Minotaurs. That's what it was. They screwed me over big time. So as with any game with stuff like this, a bunch of enemies trying to kill you, it's imperative to be moving around all over the place to make you as much of a difficult target to hit as possible. So taking out those snipers is I would say a decent move. Take out those camping ass losers, that'll take you out. Taking Vex, that's not good. Oh dear. It's backs. So you can actually hurt them if you wanted to. It's just they'll most likely take a bunch of hits to kill. But take it from me, we're not supposed to be taking them on yet. Not going to be able to survive for much longer. Whoa. Teleported. Nice.
You pulled us out.
One of Toland's tricks. There is nothing I fear more than the dark, but I will not lose another guardian. You've imprisoned the last whisper of Crota's soul. It is left to you now. Find Oryx on the Dreadnought. Destroy him.
Well, the Dreadnought's right there. But I think that's like a shadow version of it. So when Ghost says when it's not moving, it's in one realm. It's probably some variation of the Dreadnought that's stuck in this Oversoul Throne area that was Crota's sort of residence, shall we say. But the good news is we got past that, we got pulled out, we survived against the darkness, of course, because that's how we roll. We now have improved armor and such, so it does help. You might think, why did you just dismantle a 167? Well, because I got a 170 rocket launcher there, so I actually didn't know that, but you know. You know. Alright. Just saying a bunch of you-knows, because fuck it. Regicide. So, using the power of Ascendance that we now have, pass through the rupture and put an end to the Taken King. So this is where the last mission of the Taken King comes into play. And we need to go to the Dreadnought, to the Altar of Oryx. Look at how close it was to where we spawned on the Trenchway. The Trenchway. It was very, very close indeed to where we started. So when I said there was that area with like the reverse waterfall, that's where we're ending up. That's where Oryx is. And not in the centre of the Dreadnought like Ghost said. Unless that's more about the King's Fall raid. But even then, you see Saturn. So you're like on the edge of the Dreadnought. Not in the middle of it.
My greatest success story. I'd say we're ready to get this done.
I like how he treats it like a joke as well, and this is something that's really serious.
Push back the dark. End it.
She's right, guys.
End it.
There's no doubt in my mind this could possibly work. Now, get to that rupture.
So now we get the Regicide mission. And it's a shame that, you know, you need to do all the story before you can even do, like, patrol the Dreadnoughts and get all of the, sort of other stuff done and dusted. You need to go through all this first. So, something that's over here is a calcified fragment that you can take. We got to Crota's Bane, level 1. Of course, level 1 again. Another level 1 progression. So I liked how the game usually sort of just tells you when you level up and stuff. But of course, the later on you go, the game doesn't. Oh, I don't know. It's like it doesn't tell you when you level up sometimes, especially when you're like me on the Xbox One version when you got level 90 something with the gunsmith. No, not the gunsmith. The cryptarchy. That's it. Yeah, you wish I had level 90 with the gunsmith. No, it's more like a level 10 or something with my Titan. But I've only done the exotic quest line for the gunsmith with the Titan and no other character on Xbox One at least. On PS4 I've done the hunter. So the only one I haven't done is the warlock ever. So I think there's like an exotic scout rifle for the warlock that you get. But you need to level up the gunsmith quite a lot, and I don't know if I'll be able to do that before Destiny 2 comes out.
The rupture can sense the soul you hold. You are ascendant.
Yes.
Time to go kill a king, eh, Guardian? Good luck.
Oh, we can't scan it.
Ready if you are.
But we didn't go through it. Oh, we did. The founts.
We're going to have to finish this on our own. My scans are returning nothing. We're definitely somewhere, but no sign of Oryx.
Well, the founts is very close to the mausoleum anyway, so it's not like it was that bad. So it's not as bad as the ghost makes it out. And the asylum.
Well, now we know we have his attention. Hi, Oryx.
It looks like some guns or something, doesn't it? Just like some guns and stuff. So yeah, this is just to symbolise that the Dreadnought is a gigantic place. Of course. There's a calcified fragment down this way. And I'm pretty sure there's only like one more that we need to get. But I think it's like you have to drop down over that way or something. Because there's platforms that you can land on. As I get sniped by a hobgoblin, which is a very dickish thing to do. Wow, they didn't even get killed to that. That's bad. So it's not even like it's a one-shot anymore. I wanted to see if there was a... Ah, there we go. That's what I'm looking after. That's what I'm looking for. What? I died? But I landed on the platform. How did I die? It acted as if I fell to my death or something. Unless that thing took so much health away. That when it was not supposed to. There we go. Landed on it this time. Damn game's killing me for no reason now. But I call bullshit on that, definitely. There's the calcified fragments. And now we got to go back to Eris Morn. So, that's the whole purpose to doing this. Is that you actually end up with the calcified fragments, which helps out. In terms of, you know, getting stuff done and all that. Have to take the hits. Is there anything beyond this area? No, only backwards. Okay, I need to try and make the jump up then. Wait, no, there's something here. Yeah, it would be better to do that without all these taken trying to kill your ass. Definitely. So yeah, Taken are getting a little bit more powerful. Doesn't help when you need to reload. Damn game. Of course, there's the captain as well. What happened to the captain? Apparently he died. I didn't see him die though. Weird. Very weird indeed. Oh, the path is open. Just to be on the safe side, I'll pull out a heavy ammo synth because I haven't got any. I haven't got any Gallahorn bullets, which could be helpful.
On the last hope of the light, I have taken entire worlds. You are not worthy to face me.
It's Primus. The Hand of Oryx, the Primus. Looks as if he was getting shielded as well by something. So that's the problem with the goblins. They shield bad guys to make it so they can't even get hurt at all. So with something like this, you gotta be really careful. At least being level, you know, like level 36, sorry. You can actually end up having some good damage off against the bad guys and all that. Damn it, Bax. Just be dead. Whoa.
Well, I guess we're worthy now.
I think I need to be on the other side. Oh, no. Okay, I've got to be here. That's for sure.
It was open from the other side. I can't promise it leads to Oryx, but there's definitely something bad waiting.
Only Tolan glimpsed the Ascendant Realm. He spoke of terrors beyond understanding. Some you defeat, some you become.
This is like a Vix arm or leg or something. That's just there. You can scan the door as well. I didn't know you can scan the door. What's this going to say?
The world's grave tells of the chambers beyond this door, where the Hive contain the things they're afraid of. Fears they haven't yet weaponized.
Oh, fears they're afraid of. So they're afraid of the Dark Blades. Ah, cool. He was imprisoned there. Oh well, here we go. Go through. Damn. Okay. So there's a portal. Calcified fragment. So you can get that. Make progress. There's one of these things again. Remember? This is moving, so it's probably across 2 dimensions right now. At least that's according to what the ghost was saying about that sort of thing. Loading. And it's the trenchway. So we're back here again. And as I said, this is the area with the waterfall. As the hive retreat.
What Crota began.
So we would have started over there. And it is actually possible to get over to this area. There's just nothing to do when you're over here, sad to say. So the backwards waterfall with like taking energy in that. I think we can actually scan this stuff as well. Let's just see what the ghost has to say about this.
The markings suggest this is a hive god, but I don't recognize the symbol. Nothing in the world's grave file either. The name is Nokris.
Nokris? Sounds like another boss. Like a raid boss in Destiny 2 or something.
There are no markings that suggest a carving tool. They were assembled and crafted through some kind of hive spell. I think this one represents Crota.
It could be another one of Oryx's children, you never know. And this is bound to be Oryx, right?
It's Oryx. These statues, everything here was created before Earth was formed. I wonder how many worlds Oryx has taken.
It must have taken quite a fair bit, to be honest. Hey, it's the symbol, the Taken King symbol. And it's the altar of Oryx. Here he is.
At last, I will have vengeance.
I think I'll have mine actually. Of course, what happens is if you don't do anything when it says that he drains your light, then he drains your light basically. All that supercharged progress just goes basically, which sucks ass. It's a cheap ass move, but I guess that's to be expected when you're dealing with something as powerful as Oryx, the devourer, the devourer, if you will, of the light. That all things evil summed up into one nasty entity. I'm gonna get killed because I'm not taking him out because I need to reload shit. Which sucks ass because why the hell do you need to reload in games? I don't know. All I can assume is that nothing good happens if Grasp of the King actually does anything to you. Although it's still acting on me, so I cannot assume that anything good will happen. Whoa. Portal. Well, I took someone out with that. Yeah, air around you crackles and burns. So that's like a teleporter as such, isn't it? That that thing here.
What you call darkness is the end of your evolution.
So I don't know what that's all about. that teleporter. It's not like you ever go to it or use it again unless that's purely for, you know, the teleporting Oryx, perhaps. I like how the objective just keeps telling me to take him out, like I'm not trying to do that. Whoa. Teleported. Now we are here. Unless this is still the Altar of Oryx. Damn, why can't you hurt him? It seems if the Galahorn's pretty damn liable there. That's what I'll say. But you still need to kill a bunch of bad guys. Right, there's a green, hold on. Let me get the green. The chest, which is probably useless. Again, I'm wondering if this is even on the Altar of Oryx still. What killed me? What killed me? Nothing even killed me. Nothing touched me and I'm dead. What? Literally nothing even touched me and I'm dead. So I don't know what the hell that's all about. Because you saw the first time I jumped out of the way and it worked, and now apparently it doesn't. So now the game's being inconsistent. So it's being shit basically. Don't know why that had to happen. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't help that your guns do like no damage as well. So maybe if the game learns a little consistency, then I'll be a bit more nicer to it. But yeah, this boss fight is kind of bullshit, to be fair. How it can drain your light, which literally fucks up your super progression and all that. Completely unfair, man. How about you learn some respect first before you do that shit? Now I need to get some Galahorn ammo back, because that seems to be the only gun that does anything decent. Again, how about no? How about you fucking die, you piece of shit? Come at me, bro. What are you gonna do? Nothing. That's what you're gonna do, you little shit face. Fuck. You can do nothing. And of course, I could have had the fucking drop on him, but this fucker had to reload, of course. Reloading should be outlawed in games, seriously, because you just don't need to do it. You're supposed to be in the future. So why have weapons that reload? Come on. You know, it's a load of bullshit, mate. Come on. And again, he needs to reload, so I might as well wait for him. Hey, I killed him, game. Come on. Changing the rules now. I actually killed him. He's got no health left. He's not supposed to still be alive. That's like 5 direct Galahorns as well. That should have definitely killed him. And now the game's changing the rules and saying he's got his health back. Don't know what the shit that's all about. All I can say is I'm fucking ready for him now if he wants to fucking do shit like that again. Eat fucking fire, you stupid loser. That's what you get. Level 37, hell yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you kick a fucking god's arsehole. That's how you do it. He's dead. He's dead as shit. Well, he's used that and he has royally screwed himself up because he's like got a massive gaping hole in his chest. And he's dead. So he got sucked into a black hole singularity and that's the end of it. He's gone. He's took himself and there's nowhere to go. So there you go. He's dead as shit. Now, of course, there's people that are going to say, well, he's not really dead. He's in the raid. You're supposed to kill him. But let's just argue for the purpose of this playthrough, that's where Oryx gets killed. That way it leads straight into Rise of Iron when there's nothing else left to do in, you know, the Taken King. Then Rise of Iron I've already done on YouTube, on my Stream Archives channel, which this video should be on. And that leads, hopefully, fluently into Destiny 2.
You're right. The Guardian was the key. For the first time, the whispers are silent. It is done.
It's surprising to see how massive that sword actually is. Made out of like stone and that.
I have accepted my fate. I will not fail.
Again, I don't see why people would say to that scene that makes Erismorn evil or anything like that. You know, I don't see why people say. I mean, sure, it looks a bit creepy in that, and it does come off as rather ominous. But wouldn't she have betrayed us by now? Like, surely she should be helping us to take out all the darkness and that. She says she fears nothing more than the dark, so surely she'd want to eliminate everything that has brought hell upon us. But I don't know. Some people like to argue about stuff like that. And it is what it is. There might be some convincing evidence somewhere. But I just don't see why. A 182 fusion rifle. 167 machine gun, which I don't need. 185, even though that has an upgrade, so let's just use it because we can. 175 and 65, don't need that. Don't need a 152 anymore, that's for sure. 165, 165. Get more scout rifle ammo. I guess I can get rid of the 155. Then 177. And the glass house has another upgrade. But we need Spirit Bloom for that, which we don't have. Which that should probably level it up a little bit, actually, thinking about it. Because the maximum the glass house can have is 170. I think. Similar to pretty much all the other exotics and that. So, good news is, the Taken King is dead. And this will hopefully, well not hopefully, but this definitely will be the longest stream I've done, just because the Taken King is the largest expansion of the game, if the truth be known. It's the expansion with the most content to it. It's one where you have a lot of stuff to do. And it'll take you a while to do it because there's some secrets that you need to find. There's numerous things you need to do. So some stuff becomes available but then doesn't again once you've done it. that sort of thing. So it's all okay, I would say. Definitely, I would say it's good. But it is a bit tricky at times. That final boss is just a pain in the ass to do. Unless you actually have some real good weapons, which I didn't have because I need upgrades and stuff, which I'm not going to waste time doing, you know, patrols and stuff just to do that.
What do you need, Titan?
Let's get the greens, then get the blues.
We still have much to learn about Oryx.
I'm a level 20. No, sorry, I'm a level 37 using level 20 items. That's all well and good.
Oryx. What will it be next?
So old, so raw, so hungry.
Thank you, Guardian.
And we get a ghost.
The Taken King defeated, but not destroyed. Stay wary. Rest well.
Rest well. So that's where the raid comes into play. The King's Fall raid. You've done it, but you kind of haven't done it at the same time.
Nice working with you, Guardian. You are my favorite. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
The people of the city
I was supposed to whisper that, but I don't think it came out good.
are in your debt.
I'll get the hand cannon, why not?
Your deed today shall be remembered.
Okay, he's got another mission.
It isn't fun, but we need to set out some beacons so the Vanguard can patrol the Dreadnought. You watch yourself.
Okay, so that's that. Got a few things. We got a new shader, which makes us look a bit like that. There we got a new ghost as well at 190. A mark at 190 we can use. 197. 180. Oh, that's 182, so that's better. And then 200 for the hand cannon. So, making slow progress. But of course, what I said was I'd cover the main story to the Taken King. I won't do anything else because there's just quite a lot to do as is. So maybe if I want to finish this off after Destiny 2 is all done and dusted, then maybe I will do so. But keep in mind what we'd have to do is there's the Fallen Saber strike there. And then there's the Echo Chamber, which is a PS4 exclusive strike, only on the Taken King as well. And there's the King's Fall raid and the Dread Patrol mission. So there's a lot to do, but I just don't really have the means to do it, you know what I mean? It's like I want to do it, but the time, actually no, it's I have the means to do it, it's just I don't have the time to do it, because Destiny 2 is so close right now. I don't think personally that I would be able to put the time in I need to do like all of the other additional Taken King stuff, especially if I'm going for the secrets and that as well, because some things don't happen until a couple days after you do it, sort of thing. So it's bad, but of course this happens and it needs to be sort of addressed, and I do care more about covering Destiny 2 than trying to finish off the Taken King. So I hope you can understand this decision. I've wanted to say this on stream, that this is what I wanted to do, and then point the viewers of this, if they've watched this far, to the Rise of Iron stuff I've done when I covered that day one and got through pretty much everything. So that's what the case is going to be. You know, why cover Rise of Iron when you've already done it, sort of thing.
What can I do? Good hunting.
So that's that. That's that. We can donate etheric lights to the cause to increase the Queen's Wrath reputation. Now we get the Taken War mission. So I guess I could have gotten this way back, but of course this is what I was talking about. You have to kill the lieutenants, and they can be a bit of a bitch. Okay, that's that. There's nothing more there that needs to be addressed. But I think this is where I'm going to be ending the recording. I've been going for like 2 hours and 55 minutes. That's ridiculous. In fact, it's 2 hours and 55 minutes now. So, of course on YouTube it's bound to be like a couple seconds behind or whatever that time, because I'll edit out like the start where I don't say anything. But that's pretty much a lot of stuff that needs to be sorted out if I'm going to, you know, you just got to do all the Taken King stuff. But yeah, we covered the main story. That's what I said I would do. I covered the main story. I probably won't do anything else because of time constraints. And maybe, just maybe, at a later date I'll come back to this and finish it off if people really want me to. That's the thing. I would only ever do something like this if there's viewers out there that want me to do this. You know, I mean, it's all well and good doing it because I want to do it, and that's the whole reason why I started it. But again, there's no reason for me to keep playing and playing and playing this game and doing the same old stuff and not really get onto the new stuff that I have. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you everyone for watching this playthrough part. This has been Destiny the Taken King, demolished now. He's dead as shit. We won. And of course, I've already covered Rise of Iron. That's on the Stream Archives channel. Check that out. If you want to see the continuation of this, then Destiny 2 tomorrow. So I'll see you for that. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you later.